Good morning. Welcome to the Baywater Boat Club Hour. My name is Adam Botana, not Jake Lemoyne. You looked right at me, man. You kind of freaked me out.
Sorry.
I was like, sorry. Uh, Adam Botana here from Baywater Exclusive Boat Club, along with my great co-host.
Jake Demonio.
Morning, Jake. How you doing?
Good. I know I'm going to be creeping you out. The great thing is I'm looking at you, but I'm not looking at you. So it's going to look like
This is
a little
we're just
creepy.
having a really good conversation, man. It's okay. It's looking into my soul.
Sorry, I got
It's
those eyes, man.
That's all right. Well, you look professional. I'm outside. You're inside. You got a nice little lamp. You got some closet covered there. You got headphones. You got a mic. And I'm here with a phone on a birdseed box with some pool chemicals. But yeah, it's good times, man. It works.
11 bucks, $10 at the thrift store, $60 on Amazon.
Hey, you're gonna make me sound good. That's all that matters. That's all
Every
that
week.
matters. Every week. So, folks, thanks for tuning in. This is Jake and I. It's the Baywater Boat Club Hour. We talk about boat clubs. We talk about politics. We talk about everything, including my mom's key lime pie. The whole deal. That thing is like everybody's like giving me crap about that all the time now. My mom's like, "It's not that good." I was like, "Jake's had it. It's been great." I mean, it's good stuff. I don't. People just it sticks, man. It's
I have
branding.
to happily disagree with your mom, and it's great. It is. It
Yes,
is great.
yes. Hey, Mom, how you doing? Hope you're having fun. Listening to Dad there. He's sniffing around, sniffing. But hey, we're doing good over here at Baywater. Come down and see us. We got a nice weekend. Actually, the weather's looking pretty decent. A lot of tides have been really low lately, so anytime we got that north wind, blows a lot of water out of the bay. But this weekend's looking really good. To go out there and have some fun and enjoy yourself. Again, at Baywater, we have boat club and boat rentals, so we've got two separate fleets of boats. We've got a great club, great option to get out there on the water and have some fun. We got pontoons, deck boats, center consoles, twin engines, cabin cruisers. We've got two brand new Pathfinders coming in here in January and beginning of February. So we're excited about that for our club. Our members are like, we got a nice fishing fleet, we got a nice cruising fleet. We got twins, we got everything you want. And folks, this is the easy way. This is I mean, I was talking to a member yesterday, and he goes, "Yep, come out for my day once a week and go out there and just have fun." I go, "This is a lot cheaper than golf." He goes, "Damn right it is." He goes, "Adam, for the monthly dues here of $425 is what they are plus tax and gas." He goes, "I can't get onto a golf course for my wife and myself for that for one day. It's crazy, especially in season." So, folks, this is a cheap way to go to get out there and get a lot of entertainment. I got members who use the boats 2 or 3 times a week. We've got the great availability. We've got a great crew here, great staff, free ice. Who doesn't like free ice? You have to schlep everything down there. It's easy to get on a boat, have a good time, come back, walk away. A lot of good stuff. And hey, this weekend you're going to see us on the Imperial River. We're doing the boat parade. The Bonita Springs Historical Society is doing that. So if you're listening and looking for some, hey Nugget, looking for something to do this weekend, come out tonight. Come out and see the Bonita Springs Christmas Boat Parade. It's the 40th annual boat parade. Our family's been involved with it for a long time. I've chaired it for the last, it was like 10 years, and then the last couple of years my brother's doing it. Derek, he's doing it out there with the Historical Society. So come on out. The Imperial River Boat Ramp's a great place to watch the parade. The 41 Bridge is a great place. And if you got a friend along the river on the Imperial, go over to their place. It's going to be a great place tonight to go out. The weather's looking good. A little bonfire. Some Dirty Girl Scouts. Is it Dirty Girl Scouts? I think that's what it is. Hot chocolate, little pink mint schnapps. Good stuff. I've had it once before. It was a good little drink. Don't drink and drive, though, of course. But it's just fun to go out there and just have some fun, spread some holiday cheer. So come out and see us. The parade starts at 6 o'clock at Baywater Boat Club, and then it goes up the Imperial. Again, we'll be back. We'll probably be to the boat ramp and the 41 bridge probably around 7. So there we go. We're back. One of my dads calling me, so let's call him back there. So hold on. Leyland, I'm recording the show. Come over here if you want to talk to me. We'll keep it real. So, but
This is the inside scoop of the
this
business.
is the
Right?
inside scoop of what we've got going on. So it's but no. So the boat parade's this weekend. So that's a lot of fun. We're excited for that. We're happy the historical folks.
I'll talk to you when you're done.
Sounds good. you're on the show, so you're gonna be on tomorrow morning. Oh, it's all good. But that's the historical society's doing it, so we're excited about that. It's a great event. Spreads a lot of Christmas cheer. I've got a lot of stuff going on, so we'll let him do it, and it's a lot of fun. So definitely a fun way to go out there and just have some fun. It's Florida Christmas style. We don't have any club boats going out because we don't allow them out at nighttime, unfortunately. But there's plenty of places that you can go to Sweetwater Lifestyle. They do have a boat going out there to cruise, and I think Jake, why don't you come on down, man? Hang out. It'll be a good time tonight. Bring a friend, or just come on down yourself, and we'll hop on a boat and go watch some Christmas lights. It's a good time.
I might take you up on that. I'm gonna be mechanicking today,
That
so it's
that
gonna be a fun day for me.
folks, that means no. He's not coming down. Pretty much, that's gonna be a hard pass. So, what are you working on now? You got your car broke down again?
Yeah. Well, I fixed it,
Again?
but yeah, I fixed it the day of, but it didn't necessarily break down. I broke the key and lost the fob and was late to work. It's actually the first time I've ever been late in the 10-year tenure that I've had at Sun Broadcasting, and it's very embarrassing. But we managed, we figured it out. But actually, no, this weekend my cousin has been asking me for the past, like, I don't know, 3-4 weeks. His mother-in-law's car needs work. I know how to
Mm-hmm.
fix it. He knows how to fix it. It's kind of one of those needs to be more than one person things.
Mm-hmm.
We've got to drop the transmission, pull the motor out. He's got a cherry picker and all that, but it's
Oh,
just a
oh,
small little Honda. So
small. No big deal.
nah, it's not.
Totally fine. Totally fine. Not a
So
problem.
we're gonna rip it out and hopefully get it done in a day. Are we gonna get it done in a day? No. It'll probably take us a day to get the motor out. But once we get the motor out, we're just gonna rebuild it from the bottom up, throw it back in. The motor runs right now; it just doesn't run good. It's got a blown head gasket. So, and we caught it before. There's a bunch of oil and antifreeze all mixed in the block. So we had it towed. It's in the back right now on blocks. Just got to get the motor out.
Mm.
And also, we're going to record the whole thing. So maybe I'll pop it on
Oh,
our YouTube,
nice,
on the
nice. Jake
Baywater
working on his
YouTube channel.
cars. Nothing new there. That's for sure.
Yeah,
So
so maybe I'll pop some clips in there on the YouTube or something for you.
there you go. There you go. Well, yeah. Hey, come on down. It'll be fun. Like, got a member caught some fish today. I don't know how much you caught today with this wind. This is uh, this time of year. December, January. A lot of wind.
A lot of wind.
Hopefully it dies down a little bit. We get some decent weather. But I think everybody's kind of tired of the cold. But hey, better than hurricanes for sure. Absolutely, absolutely. But if you're thinking about renting a boat during the holiday week, Christmas week, give us a call. We have a rental fleet. We've got 6 pontoons and deck boats over there. Pontoons are half days and full days. Deck boats are half days and full days. Pontoons $325 for the half day, $425 for the full day, and then the deck boats are $425 and $525. So it's a great option to get out there and have some fun on the water. We'll show you where to go, what to do. There's 14 restaurants and 4 beaches to go to. There's a ton of stuff to do. A lot of great things out there to see, and dolphins, and if the weather cooperating, there's a lot of fun. It's funny. Nugget is just circling the house. She's like, "How do I get in there, Dad?" It's always fun. She's outside, roaming around. I got her like this like halo collar where you can make like a invisible fence because I'm worried about her, running in the parking lot when we're busy. And I put it on her, and I haven't used the electrical part yet. All right, I just put it on her. So of course, my dad picks her up. He's like, "Oh, this is a little tight. It'll fit 2 fingers in there. It's a little tight. She can't breathe right." But yeah, that's what it says. 2 fingers. She's fine. Of course, she goes home for the night to mom and dad's, to grandpas and grandmas, and Lord and behold, I come back the next day, collar's just hanging on her. It's like Omar being Omar, right? It's just
Yeah.
it's funny. Funny. He loves his dogs. So it's good times. But yeah, so we're hanging out over here, trying to get some members out, trying to get on the water. Season's just around the corner. But people are still up north, but they'll start coming back in January. But come mid-February, we start getting busy. If you want to get on the water, an easy way to do it is at Baywater. Give us a call. We've got a great selection of boats. Go out there and have fun, and we take care of the rest. You don't have to worry about anything else. She's got a boyfriend. Sounds like what's going on there. Or it might be her cousin. I don't know. Well, it is her cousin. So.
In other states, that would be the same thing.
It's Alabama.
I'm kidding.
And then she's parking a boat. Look at this in the wind, man. She's doing it. She's gonna. No pressure. No pressure. No pressure. Oh. 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 That's what happens. That's what happens when I videotape. That was the wrong way, Julie. Should have done that. It's the wrong way, but it's all good. We're just gonna keep focusing. We might have to edit that from later. But so a lot of stuff going on there. But we're excited for the boat parade this weekend. As she's crashing a boat. That's the things you don't have to worry about. You don't put in these tight slips here at Baywater. We move around for you. It's easy to get out, easy to get in. We put them into these tight slips, so it's not a hard deal at all. So a lot of politics, man. A lot of stuff going on. Nothing's really changed yet. We're seeing what happens with the governor's going to pick his Senate to replace Marco Rubio. I still think he picks himself, but that's just my opinion. So there's other people say he picks Ashley Moody. He's got a couple other people to pick there. There's a lot of stuff going on. I don't know. People kind of died down and talking about it, but we'll see what happens here pretty soon.
Yeah, I mean, it's so hard to keep track of everything, man. You've got the floating drones and just some.
What's going on with that? I mean, I was in Tallahassee, last week, and I was going to St. Augustine. That was the last show I was in the car driving. I went to St. Augustine, and I flew to Jackson, Mississippi, because I had to move some carnival equipment for the other business. We drive the concession trailers because it's money. I'm not going to pay somebody, and nobody's going to drive it like we do because
safely.
Safely, yeah. If you roll one of those things, they're anywhere from $250, $250,000 to rebuild one of those. So that's why we don't do that. It's a lot of money there. So I drove it up. So I flew into Mississippi Sunday. Got there like 2:00. Hopped in the truck, started driving, made it to north of Memphis. Next day, drove all the way to South Bend, Indiana. Was in Michigan for about 3 hours, and then turned around and drove down to Nashville. Had dinner with a buddy of mine in Nashville, in Lebanon, and then drove the rest of the way down here to New Springs. So it was like 39 hours and 2,500 miles in a truck, which was a lot. A lot of audiobooks.
Yeah.
I completed one, the whole thing. The Gatekeepers. It's about the chief of staffs for presidents since Ford, since Nixon.
Haven't got done with Atlas Shrugged yet, though, have you?
No, not doing it, man. That's a 60-hour audiobook. I mean, I could freaking drive to China with that. I made it halfway through, and I was just like, no, I'm done. I can't. It's too much reared in steel there. I don't know. It's just you see the paperback. It's like 4 inches thick. I'm like, how? That was a long story.
Yeah.
Give me the cliff notes. Are you still working on it?
I stopped. I got about an hour in and was just like lost. I don't know. My ADHD, I couldn't follow.
Was it audio you're doing or?
Yeah.
It's like you got to drive, man. You got to be driving for like 7 hours just to really. That's what I say. Stick with John Grissom.
Ooh.
Some of those are a little bit different. You got something in your eye there, man? What's going on?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. So I'm trying to look at you, and every time I go to talk, I'm looking at myself, and it's like, no, let's look at Adam. But then it freaks you out because I'm looking at you.
No, it's okay, man. I'm looking at you too, bro. Right, what's up?
See, I can't even see you, but it's fine. It's fine. What's that? You got a lot of noises behind you. It
Guys are cleaning boats.
Looks beautiful though. Like just
windy.
Very small piece of green behind you, and it just looks relaxed.
Hey, this is where my grandfather was. He bought this property and was the original piece in, I think, 79. I think He bought it, and then he used to hang out in that corner of the porch right there and just sit there. And it was a yellow chair. I remember that when I was a kid. But this is where he was. This was his place. He hung out here. and built a duplex on here, and then had like I think 25 slips, and he would just rent them out, and that was his income in the wintertime. So you had a duplex here, so he lived in one side and one bedroom, one bath on the other side. And he had an RV he parked on the property, and he would rent that out too. So it was a different time in Bonita Springs. But I used to come in here and fish, take all these poles out and put them in the water and bait them up, walk down the street to fish trap Marina to get a dozen shrimp, come back and I throw 6 poles in the water, go back and watch cartoons, and come back like an hour later and see what I caught. I was like, I want to watch cartoons. So come back and I have like three lines broken off, 1 snook, and like 2 catfish. They
That's
were just
millennial fishing right there.
they were just sitting there, just like, I'm like, okay, throw that one back. Oh, take that one off. And it was funny. I remember when I was a kid too. I was by myself and I fell in the water. I was like grabbing a bait bucket and I fell in and I was like freaking out. And the guy was going by like, "You okay? Put your feet down." "Oh yeah, I'm okay, sir. Thank you."
Put your feet down.
So, I was probably 10 or 12. I don't know, but I fell into the dock and I was by myself like, "Help, help!" And then you're just like, "Put your feet down. You're fine." "Oh yeah, I'm good." Fell off these docks a lot lately. So, well, it's been a while. Been busy, but I've fell off these docks quite a bit. Nugget went in a week ago. Julie went in after her because she was swimming in circles, and Nugget popped her in the mouth when she headbutted her.
Mm.
Broke her glasses. I'm like, Jesus Christ, what's going on with these kids? But yeah, so we're excited. You were excited for Christmas? What you get the girlfriend? Anything exciting you want to drop on the? Nobody's listening. So
I got
our
her.
3 listeners.
I got her a couple pieces of jewelry. I got her a thing for her nails because she does her own nails. So I got her one of those.
Hopefully, she doesn't listen to this show, man.
Here's what it is. I asked a bunch of people, at work, and was like, "What did Michael Pelka, for example, has been married to his wife for 30 years." And I asked him, and I can't even remember what he said, but I was like, "Yeah, man, that's a great idea." But like, no, I can't. I can't get her that. So, but I got her a couple things.
Cool. Good stuff, buddy.
They're meaningful things, though.
Well, that's what matters. That's what matters. So keep doing that. So, but yeah, no, we're getting ready for Christmas week. Christmas week's gonna be busy here at the marina, and then we'll probably slow down in January. February we'll have a couple open houses. We'll do an open house in February, and one in March, and April's people start going home, but we're ready to go and keep the club growing. We got lots of spaces to fill and members to come in there. We've had a little pullback on membership. People are joined during COVID. Now they're, rethinking it. They're like, what? I don't use that much. I said, hey, we saved you a lot of money because you could have went out and bought a boat that was worth about $80,000 for $150,000. Now you'd be sitting on that boat trying to sell it for 60.
And get 40.
Yeah, and then or the boat club you paid the 8 or 9 thousand to get in. That's a one-time fee. Then your monthly dues of 4.25, and you just walk away and you're ahead of the game. You save tons of money. This is going to cost less than depreciation is on a boat. So, I mean, it's just the easy way to go. It's sharing. It's like Uber for the water. But you call up, take the boats out, have a good time, walk away. We take care of the rest. We have a few members that they came in. I wanted a big 35-foot center console or the 30-foot center console they take out. I wanted to buy that. They come in and they end up liking the deck boats and the pontoons and they say, oh, I'm going to buy one day. They don't. Or we have some people that do. They go out and buy those boats and like, you know what? I should have just stayed in the club. Would have saved me a ton of money. But some people just, have the money to have and they want to go out there and just enjoy it. But we have a lot of people in the club that have a ton of money. And that's the reason why. It's because they're smart when it goes to this stuff. It just makes it easy. They take the boat out 18, 20 times a year, 25 times a year. We had a member use a boat a third of the year. 107 days he was out on the water, which was crazy. He called and he's like, well, my gas bill, my CPA said my gas bill was like $13,000. Well, yeah. Well, a third of the year you're on the water. What do you expect? You're going out that much. That's a lot. That's, it's twice a week, 3 times a week, year round. It's nuts. So, but It's an easy way to go out there and just have some fun. But I'm looking forward to Christmas next week. I got to run to Tallahassee on Tuesday. Not excited about that, but then I'll be back here and we'll be ready to go for the holiday weekend. And if we got good weather, we'll be busy. So if you want to make a reservation, call up now to reserve a boat because you're going to need it because we're going to be busy. But if the weather cooperates, it should be great weather. It should be nice. Or they're saying like mid 70s. Can't complain. I mean, what's it looking like in Ohio, Jake? Is it going to be like 32? It
20s,
was
I think, right now.
it was 38 when I was up in Michigan. There was like a foot of snow like 2 days before I got there. Then Monday, luckily, it got to 50 and everything melted. But yeah, that was definitely not good weather. Was not a fan. Not a fan. Like I'm sorry, can't wash the trailer. Might freeze on the trailer there. We're gonna just go ahead and put it in the barn and we'll clean it up later. So but, so how's old Michael Pelka doing? Doing pretty good?
Yeah,
Figuring it out?
he's doing good. Yeah, just trying to get him a little bit more familiar with the area for the most part. Trying to
Mm-hmm.
see if okay, just trying to see. It's the area is a little confusing for him, and we're still hoping to lock him in, but we'll see what happens. So
Yeah. It is an interesting place. I mean, just our district, we got a lot of barrier islands. It's a different deal than Lehigh. Lehigh's a different deal than Naples. I mean, what is the coverage area for 92.5? Does it go all the way to Charlotte?
it does, but the signal kind of is weak, so we don't necessarily, I guess, focus on that demographic as much, which
Mm-hmm.
is unfortunate. But yeah, just dealing with what we have on the tower. But no, it's Naples, Fort Myers, Cape Coral, Olive, consistently the entirety.
Bonita, Stereo.
Yeah, Bonita and Estero as well.
I remember when you guys were just on AM. I think it was at 1200 AM Fox News. And
Wow,
switched.
that
That's
was
a while
before
ago.
my time.
Yeah,
So
1200 or 1260 or something like that was Fox
I think
News.
it was 1260. I think I've seen
Yeah,
old pictures in the studio before.
1260 AM, and then lightning would hit and be like, whoa.
Man,
Remind me when I was a kid. My grandfather was Cuban, right? So he'd turn on the radio from Miami, and we'd be over there in Golden Gate, and every time the lightning would hit, you'd hear, and they'd be talking Telemundo, not television though, but he was listening to the Cuban stuff Spanish stuff out of Miami. So it's interesting.
yeah.
Interesting.
Sometimes I listen to 97.7 Latino just to see if I can pick out the Spanglish in the commercials. I love
Oh
it.
yeah.
It's funny.
No word for that. We're gonna go Spanglish.
Yeah.
Add an E to it. Yeah. Hey. you know. Oh yay. Oh yay. So, but no. So we're good. So how was? We did Thanksgiving. You went up to Daytona, right? Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what you did. So you went to Daytona.
Daytona.
That's good. What are you doing for Christmas?
Going to see the girlfriend in Columbus
Nice. Nice. You going up for a couple days or what?
for a week. I'm gonna go up
Wow.
there Christmas Day and fly back New Year's Day.
There you go. Well, hopefully it'll be quick. I mean, Fort Myers. Are you going out to Fort Myers, or are you
Yeah,
doing?
and it's Christmas Day evening, so it will be like my flight doesn't land till 7, I think, in Columbus or something like that.
So you doing
So
the breeze again?
Allegiant, I'm flying out of Punta
Breeze.
Gorda.
Fun one.
Yeah, just because it's small and
Yeah.
they they get the job done. I don't know. I'm just scared of RSW in the during holidays.
You know what, man? They're good. I was flying. Was it the Sunday after Thanksgiving? And I had to go to Tallahassee, and I was up there, and so I got there like 2.5 hours early because I was just going to say, Fort Myers, they do a good job. I walk in, Jake. There was a longer line at the TSA pre-checked. There was nobody at the regular check-in line. I just walked right in.
I noticed
TSA
that
pre
same thing in Cleveland.
and it's the pre-checked had a long line, and the normal people had nothing. Like, well, you don't have to take off your shoes. I'm like, yeah, well, bullshit. We're not waiting 20 minutes in a line. Sorry, it's no big deal. But it was crazy. I mean, they do a good job over at Fort Myers. So if you guys are listening, TSA Fort Myers. I only had one issue there one time. One lady gave me some crap, but otherwise they're pretty good. But they do a good job. So Keep up the good works, guys. You know, you got a lot of stuff going on, and you know a lot of people come through that airport. But they got their stuff together. But the regular customers check in. It's like they check in with first class at TSA pre-check. They got their whole thing over there. So a lot different.
Yeah, I'm not paying for that, man. I'm sorry. I don't pay for a bag. I've got clothes at her house. It's fine. We don't need to
There
do
you
all
go.
that.
There you go. Yeah,
So,
I don't blame you. I agree. I agree. So what'd you ask for Santa Claus? Anything good?
uh, I'm. I don't expect anything, to be quite fair. Something meaningful, if you must.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. If I don't know. I was a broke kid, man. I didn't have stuff, so like whenever I got a little bit of money, I went ahead and got all the stuff that I ever wanted.
There you
Minus a
go.
Lamborghini. But even if I had a bunch of money, I'm not buying a Lambo. I don't really wear jewelry, and the
Yeah.
jewelry I do wear is stuff that she got me. So
Nice. Her hair ties on the mic there. It's cute. It's cute, man. It's cute.
I stole these. It wasn't a gift.
There you go. That's good. I like it. Yeah. So I mean, it's always fun. A girlfriend of mine gave me some sheets. Some really nice sheets. So
Some like
it's
1,000 thread Egyptian cotton, or are we
oh
talking silk? What are we talking here?
no satin.
Satin? I love satin.
You jump on it, you just slide off. You're like,
Slide right off.
just,
I love them.
they're not satin.
No,
They're not, but that's kind of funny. But no go there. So, but yeah, so that's that's good stuff.
just so you know,
Mhm.
sheets mad expensive. So
Yeah,
they're
like I
not
was
cheap.
looking, they're but these are nice. So it's like, it's just nothing like fresh, clean sheets. I love it.
Love it.
Come in the house and just sleep like a baby. I don't, it's my thing.
I have a furry blanket too. So like I'm the same way. I have like probably 3 or 4 different pairs of sheets. Right now I'm on my organic cotton. They breathe well.
Yeah. The other sheets I had, I think probably like 6 years ago, I left a pen in the washer. So there's some ink. So maybe it's
Got to
time for
throw
some
those away. Yeah.
time for some new sheets.
You're never gonna get those out. I don't know.
No. I learned the hard way. A couple work shirts I had ink in. I'm like, damn, those were nice shorts. Left that pen in there. That's what happens. So check
That's
the
why they
pockets.
yeah, pin pockets. That's why I'm pretty sure that's where like we should have a pocket for the pin. So
Yeah.
that doesn't happen.
Yeah. So I lost some good shorts and some shirts, and I was like,
Terrible British accent,
damn.
by the way.
Yeah, but that was when I was a kid. I'm old. I'm older.
You're
I'm
not
older.
old yet. I mean,
40. 40, man. 40.
I know
40.
I'm gonna be 31 this year.
Catching up, buddy.
I know. I'll never catch you, but
You're
we're still in the race.
there. You running. You running. So, yeah. So, I'm looking forward to the boat parade tonight. So, again, folks, if you're out in Bonita,
So
come
you
check
said
out the.
date. I'm assuming this date's gonna be with you at the boat parade. No?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, nice,
Yeah.
nice. You call me out,
Come
I'm
on.
calling you out.
Oh. Oh.
Ha ha
Oh.
ha.
Oh.
Works both ways, Mister.
Come on down. Come on down. Be fun times. All right. Good times. I'm seeing them drive a boat. Ooh, they're driving fast. I can see them in the reflection of the glass. You can see them probably right by there. Who's
You can
driving? Oh, it's
never.
Louis.
He's working when he's working.
I'm watching. He knows what he's doing. He's been here. He's been here 8 years. It's pretty good. I think Larry's been here 10.
Mm.
10 years. They got some good staff here. They do a good job.
Wow. So Larry started stepping foot in there when I stepped foot over here.
Yeah. Like when my dad hired him, I was like, who'd you hire this old guy? He wasn't old, but he was. But he's out there working, man. He was sitting on the boats and chatting, and he was skinny. He's pretty big, so he's gotten healthy. He's feeling good, So, but we got a Christmas party coming up. We're gonna go to Headpins, so we're excited about that. We're gonna go check that out. You
Nice.
should come over, Jake. Come over. I'll
To
tell you, Jake.
Headpin? To
Yeah,
bowl?
yeah, we're bowling.
Oh,
We're
the last time I bowled, my girlfriend, it was awful. It was so bad. I was talking so much crap. You know how
Kicked your
embarrassing
ass.
that is? Oh, beyond that, man. I was like, oh, I forgot my belt. Oh, it's my underwear too silky. I can't get comfortable. Man, I came up with my hip, my knee. Oh, I think I might have done something to my ankle. It was one after another. I had to come
How
up with
bad she
excuses.
beat you?
Oh, it was awful.
About like 20 or about like
She
50?
started bowling for me, Adam. I gave up.
Oh, that's
It was
rough.
that
That's
bad. Yeah,
rough.
it was rough.
That's rough. That's not a good time.
No.
So,
I
that's
could have
not a good
just,
time.
played it cool and just been like, nah, there's no way. I was going out swinging, man. I always got to talk my talk. It doesn't matter if I win or
Nice.
lose. It's all right. It's
Yeah,
still
so
fun.
we're gonna do maybe some laser tag and
That is a different story. I
yeah,
will.
laser
I'll,
tag. We're
I'll
gonna
get
do
all
a
you guys in that.
little bowling there. We're gonna do some of that. Should be fun. Should be a good time. Be all
Do
right.
some whack a mole. They got a whack a mole thing in there, I think.
I'm in the carnival business. I don't need no whack a mole. We got like a little
That's
room we're doing
hilarious.
it in. So it's fun. Be good. Because usually do like a dinner and yeah, we'll change it up. We'll make it fun. 7:30 to 9:30, a bar. Throw some bowling balls around. Some camaraderie with the guys and food and drinks. It'll be fun. They deserve it. They deserve it. So why not? Get it done. Get
Hey, you
it
might as
done.
well get in there and practice on that laser tag just in case these aliens come. Cause who knows? I don't know
What's
if they're
going
going to be
on with these
friendly or what.
drones? I hear some stuff. Are
What do you
these?
hear? I mean,
I
you're
mean,
the one down there in Tallahassee when this is all going down. Do
I
you
didn't hear nothing in Tallahassee. In Florida,
eavesdropping?
Florida man just shoot that shit right out of the sky.
Yeah, that's for
You
sure.
know,
There's no
I
doubt.
mean, I was at my house. No, don't tell me. But I was at my house on the beach here. I don't live on the beach. I'm one street off the beach. But this damn drone comes flying over and just keeps buzzing. Like I don't mind it. And they're there all the time because they're looking at the beach and the water and all that stuff.
I've been noticing them around my house too. I don't see them,
I
but I
like,
can hear them. Yeah,
you hear them. Like they're
I can
very
hear them.
prominent. They're noisy. And one of our employees has got one. Said the DJ whatever before, and Jake's went somewhere. But I had that one before. They're noisy, but this one just kept hanging around my house. Like, and I told my buddy, I'll get some bird shot, take care of this bitch real quick. And he's like, no, you cannot discharge a firearm in city limits. I'm like, watch me. I didn't though.
Oh, you're making me
But
work today, huh?
so it's like, watch me. I didn't do it though. But just don't come to my house unannounced. That's all I gotta say.
Well, yeah, that's a given here in Florida. Just be
Yeah.
aware that there is a stand your ground law and act, and people
Mm-hmm.
will stand on it about 10 times before they won't. So, and I
Mm-hmm.
agree. But
Exactly.
it's funny you say that because all the comments and stuff on the text line are "Let Florida man, let it happen to a Florida man." Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
know, dude. There was a guy sending me pictures of harpoons. He's like, I want to retrieve it. He's like, I don't want to just shoot it out the sky. I want it intact in working condition. And I'm like, okay, man. Can we get a net with a bazooka and just hit it with a net? Just poof. Like,
Well, they have those. I've seen in China. They got the guns that controls them and brings them down. Who knows? And most likely, I don't think. Who? Hey, you let the people get going crazy. Who knows what the deal is there? These things are pretty big. But I think I mean, to do anything, you gotta have registrations on these things. You can't just fly them up. And if there's a mothership sitting off the coast, I gotta believe we're gonna know what's going on. I'm just saying.
I have a hard time believing that they don't know what it is, but they don't think it poses a threat. If you don't think it poses a threat, you must know what it is. There's
Yeah.
no in between. I'm sorry.
Yeah. And I mean that's a lot of things that you hear about. That's what those like we'll go down the rabbit hole a little bit, like UFOs. Is it us in the future just looking back at us? Like we're gonna go back in time to Chapel and see what like you see stuff that like, oh wow, what the hell was that? You're like, wow, what was that? Is that us in the future looking back, at us now? Is this some kind of weapon? Is this stuff that we deal with? Because who knows? I mean, you see all kinds of stuff and you're like, things that make you go,
I
The
mean, if
one.
you want, I can entertain that
But the
time
thing
travel
is
theory.
what's funny, Elon Musk said his thing was really good. He goes, what's crazy is you get pictures of UFOs now. Now there's some stuff like they caught like on an Air Force plane. You see the jets, where they're able to tag it and stuff
The
on
radar and stuff,
the
yeah.
radar. So that's some of the stuff that you see like okay, but the pictures that were in the 1960s of the UFOs, they're the same grainy pictures as they are now. So you're like, But the cameras have improved so much, but the pictures still look like crap. So you're like, huh, that's an interesting point. Never thought about
Well,
it that way. But you're telling me you can't get a decent, like I took a picture of a spoonbill today flying around the marina, like a video, and I'll send to you. This thing was so pink, I thought it was a flamingo. Like it was just a pink spoonbill. You know what your face tells you don't know what a spoonbill is?
no,
So there's a bird that's out here. It's called a spoonbill, and its bill is actually like a spoon. You can Google it.
I'm doing it right now.
Oh, but they're like a flamingo. They eat the shrimp. It causes
Oh
the
yeah, I know
iodine.
these little
Yeah,
duck-looking things.
and you'll see them. You'll see them in like when it's shallow water. You'll see them in there, and they're pink. But this thing was like bright pink. Like I've seen
Yeah,
flamingos here.
I see them pink actually. There's a bunch of pink ones.
You know, and it'll be like a light pink or whatever. This thing was like pink. And I thought it was a flamingo for some. Like I've seen flamingos here. Like I've seen flocks of them, flying around, two or three of them and together. And those are big birds. But I'm like, damn, that's a big flamingo. Big
Yeah, contrary
spoonbill.
to popular belief, flamingos are not from Florida.
I know. Well, we're gonna make them the state bird eventually.
Why?
We're gonna get, huh?
Why?
Because when you think of Florida, you think of flamingos.
Well, what's the state bird?
What kind of hummingbird?
Is it? No, I think it's a. Hang on, I should know this, man. I went to
It's
school
not
out here.
It's not a kite. It's some kind of hummingbird or mockingbird.
The
I see it.
northern mockingbird.
That's what it says. Yeah, that's why I think the flamingo's way better. Our official pie is key lime pie. Our official dessert is strawberry shortcake. You know.
Since 1927, we're gonna wait. We're
Yeah,
gonna
I
wait
mean,
2 years and do it on the 100-year anniversary.
switch it to flamingo.
Yeah,
I like it.
I think
I
that'll
think the
be.
mockingbird, the northern mockingbird is what it is.
Yeah, but what I don't understand is, what? It's also the state bird of Arkansas, Mississippi, Tennessee, and Texas. Why?
Really?
Yeah, why is that? Well, I thought
Yeah,
we would
we
all
need it.
have our own bird.
Yeah, we need it. We need to change that up. Huh? So it's Mississippi, Texas, Arkansas. Wow. Somebody was on a mission to save these birds or something. I don't know.
Yeah, that's weird. 1927. Maybe birds are a drones made by the government.
Well, there used to be the Carolina parakeets, but we done killed all them damn things. You know.
HB 753 filed in Florida House of Representatives in 2024 to make
Jim Mooney.
the flamingo the state bird.
Was it Representative Jim Mooney?
I'm pulling it up. Yep. By Mooney and Cheney, co-sponsors.
Yeah. So Representative Jim Mooney's from. He's a great guy. He's a state rep for Monroe County. So it's all the Keys and part of the Dade County Redlands and stuff like that. So he's down in like the southern part of Miami, where it's a lot of ag land down there, a lot of palm farms and stuff. But he grew up in Almirada. He was the mayor. I think he's been arrested several times, as everybody from the Keys. But he this guy is a fish. He can hang with me drink for drink, which is not to be proud of, but that's the old trick in Tallahassee. Get the lobbyists or whoever liquored up, and you start asking questions. It's rolling book fun. And when people have a couple cocktails, they like to talk. That's what happens. So it's my first talent in Tallahassee. So that made me a good legislator, I think. I'm able to reach across the aisle, bipartisanship, do good things. Get appropriations for our area, rebuild after the hurricane. So I gotta say, my liver doesn't feel good from it, but we're part of it for sure. Big part. Jake's like, I'm gonna have to lead all this.
No, it's fine. It's all perfectly fine.
But you know what?
I was surprised that
Realistically,
you even knew who made the bill. I didn't know that it died.
Jim Mooney and Linda Cheney. She's from Tampa. They're both of my classmates, so we got elected together. So she's from Tampa area, and Pinellas County. She got beat up bad by the storm. We had to send a couple guys from Baywatch. A couple of our dock hands went up there on their day off to help out and got a house. So they did some stuff there. It was good. And they're just, they had to help them out because we did it. They helped us during Ian, so we went up there and helped them. But Jim Mooney's a good guy. So, yeah, he's 101 he's number 120 Rep 120, because he's the last district down there in the Keys. So he represents, and it takes a long time for him to drive across his district because he represents Key West, and that's kind of, they get a little cray-cray down there. They get a little cray-cray, a little different. They try to outlaw sunscreen. Well, because it hurts the coral. I'm like, well, okay, but I don't know about this. We had to preempt them. Preemption, so we had to go into the state law and write that you cannot preempt sunscreen. That's not good. Not good at all. So there's always interesting stuff like that. We got some interesting legislation coming out this year. I'll be running some boat safety education, probably in the state of Florida. We might require everyone, close to everyone, to get a boating safety card. Which is right now in the state of Florida, if you're born after 1988, you have to have a boating safety card or a temporary safety card that you can take in 15 minutes, where it's multiple choice questions, or you have the 4-hour class where you take it over, where Jake and I have actually done some questions that we failed. Not
Yeah,
very good at.
and to be clear, it's after December
January
30th,
1.
January
January
1
1,
of
1988.
1987. So technically, if you're born in the year 88, you can't.
Yeah.
If you're
Yeah.
born in 87, you're good.
Yeah. And I mean, it's good. It's good to do it. I mean, education's important. There's been a lot of boating deaths lately. A lot of bad things happening. There was a ambassador's daughter who got ran over in Miami this past year. Sad story. There was a doctor driving a boat, and this is a nice boat. This was a 42 or something. Big, let's say, a Sea Hunt or Intrepid, and was driving. Didn't even see her. Didn't even know he hit her. Like he went home, parked the boat, put on a lift, cleaned up the boat. Didn't even know he went over. And so they found out who the boat was, and they went, and he's like, he didn't know he hit her. The thing is, if you're skiing in a channel, she was wakeboarding, young girl, sad story, 15 or 14. When I was a kid, my parents took me, and I think that's the big thing, is a lot of people's parents didn't have boats, or they didn't teach. Usually your dad teaches or your mom teaches you how to boat. Every time we would go out skiing, and if you were in a busy area, because usually here that's where the deeper water is. You don't want to ski in 2 foot of water. You fall, it's going to hurt. You want to have some deeper water. So in the passes is where the deeper water is. There's some boat traffic, and you gotta, you get your life jacket on. I guess she had her life jacket on. She had her wakeboard on, but she didn't. You got to hold up your ski. You got to hold it up, because if you're out there and you're in the water, you're just a head floating. They don't know what you are. You're a coconut, and you think you're a Mario Kart. You're going to be hitting the turtles on the road, and it's a bad deal. Like, I almost had an incident one time where I almost killed 2 people. I mean, we were out in a boat, and this was when we first opened a marina, and I had a bunch of friends on a boat. We went out for a sunset cruise, and went out one pass, came in another, and it was at dusk, and we're coming in the pass, and you got a lot of people in a boat. You're in a boat. You're in this open bay. There's not much going on, and I'm driving there, and I remember seeing like 2 coconuts. I'm like, what is that? And these people didn't wave or anything, but Jake, I came within 50 feet of them, and as I'm passing them, I'm like, those are 2 people swimming across Big Carlos Pass at sunset. Like, how dumb do you have to be? Like, we turned around, and of course the girls yelled at them, but I was like, at least wave your hands, or I mean, and I'm not saying it's this young girl's fault, but if you're in a channel, you hold up a ski, you can hold up your ski, or you hold up your wakeboard, so people can see that, because once you're like low to the water, there's you got wave action, you don't see. So he ran her over and killed her. Sad deal. And then there was a story a couple years ago, Lucy Fernandez Foundation, and they were coming into Ocean Reef, and a father was driving, and they had a nice boat, and he got a ton of people on the boat, and he was I don't think he was going that fast, but he was coming in, and he hit a piling, and one girl paraplegic and one girl died. They bounced off the piling when the boat hit, and it just was a sad deal, very sad. So education's a big thing.
Yeah, don't you guys do the
Orientations.
thank you.
Yeah, we do orientations.
O word. I couldn't think of the O
Yeah,
word.
education orientations. We do that with the boat club. We take our members out. We take them out for 2 hours on a pontoon, 2 hours on a deck boat, just to show them the waterways. If you join our boat club, most likely you know how to boat. But we've had members who join that don't know anything about boating. Like we get them out there and teach them, and they love it. It's a great way to go, and they feel comfortable, more confident. I had one lady one time. I took her out. Her husband was driving, and Jake, this lady was laying on the floor of the boat as we passed another one. Like she was laying, like screaming, like "Oh my God!" And she was a physician, a PA, physician's assistant. She was in the emergency room in Fort Myers, and it's like you just don't know. I've seen a lot of accidents, and people are in boats and they get hurt. There's no seatbelts. I'm like, well, you're gonna have to calm down a little bit. You're gonna have to relax. You're gonna have to take a step back. So I actually took her out a couple more times because her husband was not a good driver at all. He was not. I'm not gonna say names, but Mr. Smith. But he was not a good driver. Like he had no depth perception. And I come to find out, well, he's missing an eye. I'm like, oh, okay, you need that depth perception with a boat, because there's pilings and stuff. But then we took her out again, and I took her out a couple times, and this lady did great. I mean, and usually women are much better boat drivers because they listen. They really understand, and they listen. They do a good job. But I mean, she took her three. She had triplets out. And these were teenage triplets, and then they had a bunch of friends. And she took our double decker with a water slide, and she went out there. And that's a big boat, 31 foot long, 10 foot wide. That's a huge platform. She took like 15, 16 kids out. She did a good job, So we'll teach you how to boat. I laughed when I talked to her. I was like, hey, remember our first boat ride to now? She's like, oh, I do, but you get comfortable with it, and you show them, and she got very confident, and her husband just kicked back. He was a passenger princess. He just kicked back and relaxed. It was easy. He was having fun. He had his cold one, just sitting there drinking Mick Ultras, just chilling. So he
Living
was
the life.
living a life. I want to be a passenger princess sometimes. Not really. I'm kind of a control freak, but I think we all are. As men, I remember one time I had a jet ski, and I let this buddy of mine's daughter drive, and I was like, oh my God, get me off. I mean, just full speed. Just got on it and just it's gone. I was like, this thing does 70. We're going across like a foot deep water, like, no, 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 no. I got it. And I'm like, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. You need a buffer. And then like there's one time, and we're sitting there, and a girlfriend of mine was back then. She was hanging out there, and she was doing some stuff, and riding a jet ski. I was like, all right, go on that side of the bay, and don't hang out. Close to the boats. Stay away from this island. What's she do? She drives right by the boats and right over that island. I was like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Like, what is wrong with you? What? I'm like, what? Go that way. Just give me, because and jet skis are dangerous. You got to be careful. How much time we got left, Jake? I know it kind of clicked over. So, are we at the 43, 44?
7 minutes.
We got
48.
7 minutes. Tell my buddy Al it'll be 7 minutes and I'll be done. So, I think I'm going to see him at dinner too. Parents, this guy's known my family for 50 years, maybe 60 years.
Ooh.
Old Carney. Grew up with my mom out on the road. He's known my mom longer than he's known my dad. So he's just he's old Carney. He's a all-state sales guy, but old friend, family friend Al Lindsay. So he took a boat out today. We're going to have to dinner with him later. So we're recording this on Friday, obviously. That's why we're so busy. We're usually not that busy on a Saturday morning. We do have some captains who fishing members who go out early, but not these guys here. But he's been in the carnival business a long time, and he bought a place down here and hangs out. So he's a old family friend. So he's good people. But yeah, just crazy, like flying right by the boats. I'm like, what the hell is wrong with you? But that's what happens, And I think even, you see stuff out there. I think everybody that's on the water needs education. And I think we need to put it in the schools and have it like get your learner's permit in school. I don't think we do that in Florida, but other states do that. I think we need to do that with, the boating. You do like a course, you kind of learn about being on the water because more kids die in the state of Florida from drowning in pools than anything. which is crazy. You know, because the kid gets in a, I mean, it's just a sad story. I mean, people get on paddle boards. You don't need nothing to get on a paddleboard. Just get out there, you start paddling. You don't even know you need a life jacket or anything like that. Just be good. I mean, you can't, you don't bike down the middle of Bonita Beach Road, and, Tamiami Trail, and you'll have people that are in paddleboards and kayaks just bike right down the middle of the channel. You can go across the channel, but you can't park. You can't paddle right down the middle. And I've had people in kayaks get mad at me. I'm like, you can't be right in the middle. You gotta move off to the side. That's I draft a little bit more water than you do.
A lot more.
Kind of scoot.
Goodness
Just
gracious.
scoot to the right there a little bit. And then people think they're in a boat too, and they slow down like they're in a car, like they're passing, like they're rubbernecking. Well, the bad thing in a boat is when you do that, like when a boat's running on plane, that means on plane it's on top of the water. That's why they say the boat's going to plane out. So it's planing on top of the water. So you don't disperse that much water because you're riding on top of it. You're scooping along. Over 32 miles an hour, you're on top of the water. But people think they're like in a car, like they slow down. So then they slow down, and now they just put off the boat kind of like is plowing. Now they're putting off like a 3-foot wake, you know. And if you're passing somebody that's towing somebody, either you go all the way down to idle speed, or you go all fast and just give them a wide berth. Give them a lot of, because then you're not putting that. I mean, all the time I'm towing people back, and people like slow down, like, oh, thanks for your 5-foot wake, buddy. Appreciate you. Thank you, sir. You the man. So it's like awesome. And just sitting there, and you're just like going over these channels and just like waves and water's coming over the sides. And it's not a good time. Not a good time. So we're going to 54 then, right? So that's right. So just checking.
Correct.
Sure.
You got 2 minutes.
Oh, damn. That was quick. Down to 2 minutes. Well, folks, thanks for tuning in. We're coming to the end there. But again, thanks for tuning in every Saturday morning to listen to Jake and I talk about boats, boat clubs, things to do, where to go, what to do, politics, mom's key lime pie, friends from Michigan. Thanks for tuning in. We're here every Saturday morning. I hope you enjoy this show. I hear a lot of good stuff. But write in, tell us what you think. Look us up online. We got the YouTube channel. Jake, you want to talk about that?
Yeah, hop over on YouTube, type in Baywater Boat Club Hour, Adam Botana. I'm tagging it with all of our names. So there's been a couple of comments of people saying that they love the Saturday show. So, and gonna incorporate some of the shorts, probably not all of them, over to Facebook. That's the small clips of the videos. And so go to the Facebook, and you'll be able to find a link to the YouTube, or just look us up.
Yeah,
Same thing, too.
absolutely.
We still have the podcast everywhere: Apple Music, iTunes, Spotify, Pandora, iHeartRadio. It's all over the place. Wherever you...
I think we're over 200 shows now, Jake. I'm pretty sure. I think, right? I think we're pretty close to it.
We're like at a...
198 or something.
It's like 189 or 198.
That's about 190 hours of Jake and I talking about boats, and there's probably some incriminating things in there. I think we just bury it, so if I ever do run for president one day, it doesn't come out. So, but
187. So this will be 188.
188. So, but thanks for tuning in, folks. And you're thinking about buying a boat? Don't join the boat club. Come down and see us here at Baywater. Come down this weekend, see Larry and Anna. They'll get you taken care of. Susan too, and Irina, Leland, all good people. I'll be around a little bit this morning, so come by and see us. Remember, the boat show is the boat parade is tonight in Bonita. So give us a call, 239-495-0455. That's 239-495-0455. Thanks. We'll see you next week. Baywater Exclusive Boat Club, the exclusive club of Southwest Florida.